Hi and welcome back to another devlog video where I show you the process of how I create a first-person action-adventure game with the focus being the physics-based combat system and the uniquely random generated places, dungeons and levels. Today I will show you with what new AI behaviors I came up with, and we will see them through the eyes of my AI. So stay tuned and let's go! Okay, so I already talked quite a lot about my AI and how I want it to be, but today I really want to show you some background information and also show you some new features, some new content I already talked about, but which I haven't showed you yet. So really the AI of my game is one of the most complex things. It's really a thing I work on kind of the most, because you need to do all the coding, you need to take care on the animations, you have to create all the animations, then you need different models for the characters. You may want to have an end boss or something, or some special characters like the pets and stuff like that, and it really takes a large amount of time for the whole game. But let's take a look at some footage. Okay, here you can see how everything works here in Unity. So that blue area is the so-called nav mesh. This is an area where the AI can walk on. And you also see some waypoints here, which are the paths the AI takes when it's patrolling. Okay, so let's take a look how this looks through the eyes of my AI. I've set something up to show you guys. Here we have my wonderful AI companion Freddy. Oh, it's not Tommy actually. Sorry Tommy. I'm very sorry. And he's patrolling around. That is how it's going to look. I'm not sure if the walk animation is final, and I still have to adjust his model a little bit. Yeah, now he's standing around waiting for some time and getting in action again, patrolling to another waypoint, and he's randomly selecting new points and just walking to the new points. I think it's pretty cool and adds some liveliness, some more believability to the whole game, to the AI systems, and yeah, ultimately it's a cool thing. Okay, next we will take a look at how the seeking works, at how the AI is attacking other enemies and finding them. So here we see it walking around, trying to fight the threat. So I coded this: when I press a button, it simulates an attack. And the attack is coming from that white capsule over there. So the first thing my AI does is finding the threat. So here we see it walking towards the threat. And now it found it, it's menacing, okay? And then it's drawing its weapon and attacking the enemy. And on the left hand side, at the top of the screen, you can see the current task the AI is following. And as you can see, if it loses the enemy, it is trying to find it again for quite a while, and if it does not find the enemy, then it will just continue patrolling. By the way, the seeking is not showing up in the AI tasks for some reason. I don't really know why, but it's not very important. Okay, the next thing are the idle animations, and here we see how the talking works. So both of the AI characters get in place and then start the talking animation, which gets selected randomly, and so I create the illusion that they're talking to each other. Of course, there are no voice lines or something like that. Maybe I will add some bubbling or something like that, but really that's not the goal and point of the game, that they actually talk to each other. Okay, but we also have other idle actions. We will take a look at them right now. Okay, here you can see my AI walk towards that table, getting a hammer. I think there is no hammer yet, but it's playing animation. I will add a system which is able to add objects to the hand of the animation another time. But yeah, it's going to the table and starts hammering on it. And I think that is one of the things I talked about. That are the things which make the AI more believable, which makes everything more atmospheric, and yeah, overall increases the quality of the game. I think the most difficult part of that idle behaviors are two things. First off, you need to make sure that the AI gets in place. That really becomes a little bit of a problem. It was actually easier than I thought, but that makes it a little bit complicated because you can't just tell the AI to move in place perfectly. That wouldn't really work because it also needs to stand in the right angle and everything. So that was a little bit complicated, but I think the more complicated thing actually is that when it is in action, what does happen if it gets attacked? What does happen if you kick the AI when it's doing something? Or what happens if you attack the AI, for example, when it's sitting, it needs to stand up? What happens if it ragdolls and you kick it from the chair and stuff like that? Really, I think that makes those idle behaviors really complicated, and that makes it hard to do. But still, I thought, hey, let's take the effort and do all of that, because it makes the game better, it makes the AI better, and it makes the player feel more into the game. Everything feels more immersive. So now, once more, it's your turn, guys. What do you think about all of the new systems? What do you think about the idle behaviors? What do you think about the not yet finished animations? You can still tell me. Maybe you have some cool ideas I can implement, because that's really my goal, to create a game for you. And if you have thoughts, what other idle behaviors than eating, talking, hammering on the wall or on the table, and sitting to the ground at a campfire and eating or drinking I can add, just tell me in the comments down below. So, once more, that's it for today, guys. I hope you really have a great day, wish you just the best, and stay damn cool.